Okay, R2. Okay. All right. We'll get into this. I know people have been waiting for me to talk about these Sphero droids and the Destiny 2 Collector's Edition. First of all, big shout out and a thank you to Sphero, who I love. I did not know that 2017 was going to be the year that people just send me robots. Every once in a while, robots just appear in the mail, and it's incredible. Sphero, I had Carly from Sphero on the show. We talked about these two droids as they were being announced for Force Friday. It's, of course, R2-D2. Hello, R2. Say hello to everybody. There you are. Awesome. Awesome. And BB-9E, who is a new droid in The Last Jedi. I was ecstatic to talk to Sphero because, of course, I've loved their Spider-Man and BB-8. This is the OG BB-8 from 2015. I've been a big fan of what they did with Lightning McQueen as well, but when they said they were making an R2-D2, I freaked out. And one of the cool things about this, obviously, is that he's got a third leg that pops down, and he can spin around and show off a little bit like that to you. You can also control the head. There's great lighting and details all the way through the droid as well. It's very, very well made. I'm not gonna, go and spin around all over the place because the last thing that I want to see happen is to see my beloved R2-D2 fall off of this table, but he can be sad, or he can be happy. Happy. Yep, he's approving that. He can sound the alarm. And, if a Jawa comes into contact with R2-D2, we'll get one of these. He's fine. Everything's fine. And one of the cool things that they did too with this is they have this amazing, very appropriate for an astromech that has seen it all droid, is this, cool weathered looking USB cable which fits in there perfectly. I just love the look and feel of all this. Of course, you can drive R2-D2 around. You can plot a course for R2-D2 and watch it sort of do the course the way that you do it. The one thing that I wish they added to this, two things. I wish they added a projector, and I asked Carly about that, and she expressed that it was a little too expensive, but I also wish there was a camera in here, because although you can figure out with, using this Droid app, which is really cool, because the Droid app, you can use the same app for all three of these droids. You can connect any way that you want to. You can figure out using the app which way R2 is facing, but it would be great to be able to visually see that like you can with the Cosmo robot. Still, it's incredible. I love this toy. You can watch Star Wars with R2-D2. It will react with you along the way. And they've also added this kind of AR component in here where you can pilot BB-9E, BB-8, or R2-D2 through various sort of capital or larger class ships. For example, R2-D2 can move around inside of the Millennium Falcon. We've got the Radis, which is a new ship that BB-8 can cruise through, and there's the, I think the Super Star Destroyer, the Supremacy that BB-9E can cruise around in, which is really slick. And changing between the robots, between the droids is amazing. All you gotta do is just put the scanning icon on, and then I see BB-8 and BB-9E pop in, and then it just automatically toggles to that by pressing the button, and then boom, I can now I can take control of BB-9E. I calibrate the phone, and BB-9E is moving around. And one of the cool things about this, I'm just going to put you here for a second. This is the new. It's almost like a little tiny treadmill or something that they added with BB-9E. It allows you to manipulate the droid without having to watch it sail off of a table, for example. This is the charge stand that you just put BB-9E on, and it's all sort of like wireless charging. I mean, you have to plug this in, but you don't have to plug any cable into BB-9E, which is kind of cool. It's also elegant. And BB-9E, when you're in AR mode, and I'll just give you a quick shot of my phone there, you can sort of cruise around inside of a blueprint 3D version of the Supremacy Super Star Destroyer, which is cool, and you'll come up to these little icons and information will pop up for you. And it's very slick, and I also love the different attitude that this robot gives off. I love the lighting on it. It's almost like a cop, right? It's like the cop BB-8. It's very slick. I wish that the personality was a little more, you know, a little louder. It's, I mean, as charming and as fun as BB-8 is, I don't think that BB-9E is as cranky and as stubborn, you know? Like, he's got some expressions and stuff, and most of it comes through the phone. But I wish it was a little, and maybe that'll come through when we see BB-9E in The Last Jedi, but I feel like his personality isn't as refined and as comical and as engaging as BB-9E's or BB-8's is. But this is cool because you can activate all kinds of stuff on here. And he's not gonna sail away from you, which I like. So you can hear, it's a little bit more low energy, a little bit more muted and stuff. Still, a great contrast to BB-8. I love the look. I love the lights on top of the head, and it's just super fun to play with all of these droids. But absolutely, R2-D2 is the star, and Sphero has got a massive, massive hit on their hands again with these things. Incredible stuff, and thank you so much to Sphero. These will now be joining my cavalcade of robots that are going to be in the Vic's Basement set. And you know, R2-D2 just feels like a little buddy that you get to kind of hang out with. I do wish that these droids were autonomous, and I feel like that's imminent. I think that Cosmo kind of, the Anki Cosmo robot kind of hints a little bit more in the direction of autonomy and a robot that will kind of just engage with itself or whatever sort of toys or playthings that you might put in front of it. And it kind of presents its personality without you having to turn it on like you have to with this. Like now, right now I'm toggling back to R2-D2 because I want him to engage in here. So here he is, okay. And let's see, let's get him back into. The other cool thing too is that R2-D2 has more personality coming from the speaker of the droid itself. It's not so much coming out of the phone, which I really appreciate. And I know that Sphero is always working on updates and adding new functionality to the app and stuff, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with all their droids. But bravo. This is the best R2-D2 I've ever owned, and I can't believe that I do. This is incredible. All right, something else that came in the mail, and this was from our friends at Bungie and Activision. Of course, I was very lucky. I was one of the journalists that got to go and play the game on location in Bellevue. They basically put us in a bunker, and we got to just play 3 days of Destiny 2. I put up my early review of the game. I haven't had time to go back to it, and part of it has been I've been wanting to unbox this thing for all of you. This is the collector's edition. I know these things are incredibly scarce, and you know, I'm very grateful that Activision sent this out to me. I know that this is not something that everybody has the money to afford because they are hard to find, and I think you kind of have to pay extra dollars now to be able to get one of these things. But I don't know. I feel very fortunate and grateful that you sent it to us, and I figured the best thing that I could do is share it with you guys and show it off here a little bit. All right. So first thing we're going to take a look at. This is a solar-powered USB charger. I don't know how this works. I don't know what the hell that means, but look at this thing. It's insane. Super cool. We have a Cabal-themed collector's box right here. This looks like a deep, good book that you could read, but nope, it's not. You open it up, and it has some Destiny art, showing off some of the mini posters and such, some of the design elements in there. And I apologize to all of you Destiny diehards that know every single thing that I'm lifting up here and are mortified that I don't know every single tiny detail. I'm still learning it. And we've got a big flag poster, it looks like. And on this side we have another cool poster here. very alien. This is all for the Cabal. And then this are some more art cards. Like postcards from space, kind of cool. We have a lenticular sticker of some kind. And I think this credit card will get me a spaceship wherever I want to, whenever I want to fly off this planet right there. We also have these very slick looking Cabal military pawns. I'm not sure exactly what they're used for. It's just all kinds of flourishes and details that embellish the lore. Maybe it's for some kind of killer Cabal chess or something. And okay, so that's all Cabal related. We have the Destiny 2 steelbook case, super slick. I'll finally be popping that into the PlayStation 4 and jumping back into space. I'll see you on the farm. And I'm looking forward to that. So the USB charger, this comes out of here. It's almost like a sword sheath, which is really slick. And then the solar panel pieces tilt up just like that. That comes off like that. And then that sits on, it's almost like a spaceship. It's so cool. And then the USB cable plugs right into the back here. And I guess you can you charge your phone or your DualShock 4 controller or something like that. There you go, boom. I don't know if you'd be playing with your PlayStation 4 outside, but you might be. And you've got your solar panel charger right there from deep space. I'm gonna put the Cabal box right there, and let's see what's underneath here. This is the Destiny 2 messenger backpack bag. It's a backpack and a messenger bag, and it feels super heavy duty. It's very slick, and it looks exactly like the details you would see in the game. Let's see if I can get this open. There we go. That's great. So you can throw your, oh man, this is so slick looking. You can throw your laptop in there or your lunch. You can throw your PlayStation 4 in there and continue on your path as a Guardian. The Frontier bag, this is called. There's lots and lots of little pockets and little tiny areas to stick pens and paper and pencils and utilities. I guess you could put your knives and things like that in there if you want to. And your USB solar powered charger, you could stick that in there too. This is crazy. This is a lot of really cool material inside of the collector's edition. But once again, thank you very much to Activision and Bungie. I feel very spoiled and very lucky to receive stuff like this. It's very cool. And thank you guys for watching. We'll be back again very soon with reviews and lots more content for you right here on this channel.